Tip off here. Adonai wins the tip off to Missouri. To Rogers. Flick in the corner. Bounces out. Rebound for Oxford Hoops. Pass out wide, but it is out of bounds. Still 0-0 here at the start of the game. Miles Fletty, corner three, gets in good space, but it does not go in for the Lions. Foyntine Rogers to Zach Missouri. He tries to break in. Out. It was out to Charlie Smythe in the corner, but it was deemed as an out-of-bounds play by the referee. Oxford Hoops to inbound. Inbound the ball. Their point guard is in possession. Charlie Smythe guarding. Charlie Smythe is active, but he's keeping possession. Into the post. Up against Adonine. Physical, but good defense. Blocks the shot. He goes again, and he gets it to go. Oxford Hoops open the scoring in this one. Response from Teesside Lions, a hesitation move from Rogers to Missouri to Miles Filletti. He drives, lots of defensive pressure, hits to Adonine. And who has been given possession here? It is still Teesside ball. It's been deemed that the Oxford Hoops got the last touch on that pass to Adonine. Missouri to inbound. To Adonai. He passes it out. Rogers. Oh, another corner three, but doesn't go. Adonai on the offensive rebound. Great hustling there. To Miles Filletti. He does a spin move out to Charlie Smythe. Zach Missouri on the drive. And he has got the free throws. Zach Missouri to the free throw line with the chance to open the scoring for Teesside Lions. Missouri receives the ball. He takes a deep breath. First shot is good. Teesside Lions on the board with this one. Second free throw attempt. Ball just bounces off the front iron. 2-1 to Oxford Hoops in this one. Oh, a bit of confusion there. A pass that the Oxford Hoops player wasn't expecting, and it is Teesside Lions ball. Chance to take the lead here for the Teesside Lions early in this first quarter. Out to Charlie Smythe. Smythe drives, dish to Missouri for three. Oh, very close, in and out. Oxford Hoops on the break. Hits the corner. He hesitates. Into the post, backs into Adonai. He turns, hits the front iron. Rebound Smythe. Miles Filletti's on the ball, out to Rogers, into Adonai. He posts up, finds Rogers in the corner again. He drives, mid-range shot. Oh, and just comes off the back iron. Adonai almost gets to that offensive rebound, but a good box out from Oxford Hoops there. Still 2-1 in this one. Point guard sizes up the defense. Bazinis. So good dribbling moves. He gets past, kick out, open shot, and he makes it. 5-1 lead to Oxford Hoops. Dish to Miles Filletti. He drives. Some tough defense there. Out to Charlie Smythe. Out to Foyntine Rogers. Missouri on the three-point line. Rogers. Smythe in the corner. Oh, and just doesn't go. Too far left on that attempt from Charlie Smythe. Still 5-1 Oxford Hoops. Oxford Hoops up against Zach Missouri. on the 3-point line. Oh, and more points for Oxford Hoops. A good screen from Oxford Hoops generates some space and generates the open 3-point shot. Adenine inside. And 3-point shots again. A good pass from Rogers to Adenine. And he goes to the free throw line. Centers look very physical in the game so far. And his physical play has paid off by getting himself to the free throw line. That's a cut into this 7-point deficit. First shot comes off the front iron, hits the back iron and bounces out. Unlucky from Adenine. Bounces again. Second free throw attempt goes in. 8-2 in this game now. Charlie Smythe guarding high against his Oxford Hoops point guard. His options. Plays it to his left. Into the post now. Backs up against Adenine, who plays some good defense, but he finds an open man next to Missouri, and they get free throws. 10-2 lead for Oxford Hoops in this one. The chance to extend the lead to 10 points in this one. The Teesside Lions offense has struggling so far. Oh, it was a 3-and-1 play for Oxford Hoops, and they get it to go to Wilday. He drives out to Miles Fletty in the corner. Oh, and bounces out. Some good looks from 3-pointers from Teesside Lions, but they can't seem to be able to get the baskets. Into the post for Oxford Hoops. He turns, pulls up, but good defending from Adenine. He's pulling up with the ball. Almost loses the handle there, keeps it today. Oh, a nice layup, but doesn't go. Kicked out to Miles Fletty from the offensive rebound. To Zach Missouri for 3. Oh, and it does not go. Hits the right side of the hoop. Oxford Hoops on the break. From 3. Oh, and that is a great play from Oxford Hoops. Isolates against Smythe and gets that 3-pointer to go. 12-point lead for Oxford Hoops. To Wilday, to Zach Missouri. Oh, and Charlie Smythe gets called out of bounds again from the corner. Turnover to Oxford Hoops. I think Oxford Hoops being for the London-based side, it's unusual for a side so deeply in the south to be in the northern bracket of the NBL, and that's actually something that the London politicians have actually come up against an article on the BBC, but they've made the trip up to Middlesbrough, and shot here from Oxford Hoops doesn't go. Offensive rebound, mid-range shot, bounces out again. Miles Fletty with the rebound. He brings the ball up to Wilday. Back to Fletty, to Charlie Smythe, back to Fletty. Wilday in the corner. And he gets it to go. The first basket in open play for the Teesside Lions. That corner 3 finally gets going. Wilday providing that. Oxford Hoops on the attack, trying to break down the Teesside Lions defence. He gets past Smythe, up against Adenine. Adenine with an aggressive block in there. Prevents the shot, but ultimately gives away free throws. 14-5 in this one. Substitutions here. Emmanuel Adenine out for Jaden Wise-Malcolm, and Charlie Smythe out for Hector Omotowoju. Wilday being subbed in for Foyntan Rogers. That's how he was introduced to the game. And Oxford Hoops on their first free throw attempt. It does not go. Second free throw attempt here. And it goes. 9-point lead for Oxford Hoops in this one. Some changes of personnel. To Omutamoju, Folletti in the corner. He drives, spins. Pucks Omutamoju on the outside. Today, back to Omutamoju. Good pump fake. Oh, but his floater does not reflect the skill of that pump fake and drive. Into the post. Gets Mouse Folletti, turns. Some defensive pressure. He gets it to go off the front line. Offensive rebound. And goes. A dominant display from Oxford Hoops there, showing physicality. Will Day on the drive, out to Folletti. Folletti for three, and just bounces out. 12-point lead for Oxford Hoops in this one. They're on the attack, on the perimeter on the right, into the post. He's backing up against Wise Malcolm. He's demanding movement from his teammates. Options, finds a cutter in the middle. He goes for it, doesn't go. Some physical defense from Teesside Lions, forces the miss. Otamojo on the perimeter, out to Missouri on the right. Will Day on the perimeter, Folletti. Omotowoju for three, and does not go. Teesside Lions really struggling from three-pointers, despite some very good setup play getting in there. I think Teesside Lions some good defense. It forces a mistake and a turnover, I believe. Timeout called. I believe it's a big Teesside Lions ball, but we'll double check when possession resumes to, in fact, who had possession. 12-point lead for Oxford Hoops. Not the start that Teesside Lions would have wanted in this one. Interesting to see if Serge Ndar, in his home debut, had a great game away from home in his debut, getting I think 17 points and 12 rebounds, I believe, and led the team in scoring. So interesting to see if at his first game at the Teesside Lions home arena of the Olympia Stadium, to see if he gets introduced. But technically not the first time he's at the Olympia Stadium, as he was unveiled as a new signing at Teesside Lions last home game, but first time being available for selection. He's sitting down, so he's not been subbed into the game yet, but given his impressive performance against St. Helens, it will not be surprising to see him be introduced. Back in play, Zach Missouri brings the ball up. Otamoju in spot. Otamoju. Will Day drives, and he gets the layup to go. Impressive start from Will Day in this one. 5 points already. Oxford Hoops on the fence, some physical defence from Will Day, but he manages to get past Will Day. Wise Malcolm in drop coverage, but he's not able to find the pass. Some tight defending from Teesside Lions there. A turnover and an opportunity to eat into the deficit that Oxford Hoops have created between the two sides. Will Day in possession, he drives to Hector Mochu. Bounces, so does not get as much time as he could have got. Out to Will Day, and bounces out. Attempted to be, and some good pressure on the offensive rebound allows Teesside Lions to retain possession. Benas Maldutis, the young Lithuanian, brought in for Zach Missouri. Benas Maldutis to inbound the ball. Motowochu, Folletti in the corner to Maldutis. To Day, he drives. Kick out to Folletti. Rebound, Wise Malcolm, chance, and point. Great from the young local lad, just 16 years of age. Jaden Wise Malcolm with a big play three for Oxford Hoops, and just as the Lions were in momentum, the Oxford Hoops return with points of their own. Imotowoju, Day, Maldutis. In and out. Oxford Hoops on the attack here. Point guard in possession. And that is an offensive foul being given against Oxford Hoops. Miles Folletti inbound to Imotowoju. Will Day, Imotowoju, Folletti, Maldutis in the corner. Throws to Imotowoju, pump fake. Maldutis in the corner for three. Bounces out. Jaden Weiss-Malcolm on the offensive rebound, but with some physical defense, he's not able to get the pass to Maldutis in the corner. Oxford Hoops possession. Oxford Hoops in possession. They bring the ball up. A good crossover move into drive against Imotowoju. It comes at speed, was not able to get a go. And on the 3v1 possession, Teesside Lions can't capitalise. Mid-range shot for Oxford Hoops, and it goes. Fortunately, the 3-on-1 possession leads to a turnover. Will Day sized up the play. He looks to the time left. Isolate this thing, does a turn, spin move to Maldutis in the corner. Maldutis drives, and his layup attempt is met with some physical defense and leads to three throws. Benas Maldutis on the line is also a player on the Teesside University Bucks team, so he's been getting minutes, getting experience there, while also being a Teesside Lions player. His first attempt off the front iron does not go. Chance to make up for it on his second attempt. 22-9 to Oxford Hoops. Second attempt. Bounces again, but Imotowoju on the offensive rebound for three. But it does not hit the hoop. 22-9 for Oxford Hoops in the first quarter. So a bit of Teesside Lions giving themselves a bit of an uphill battle here in the first quarter. Just 9 points scored in that first quarter, but we'll see after some words of wisdom from coach Serge Bojev, and I think a quarter to fully warm themselves up, hopefully for the Teesside Lions fans' sake. They can get themselves into this game and eat into the deficit against Oxford Hoops. The Macarena plays out to the Teesside Lions fans. I'm trying to think of a pun related to the Macarena, but when one comes to me, I'll make such a pun. Teesside Lions players come together. Coach Bojev's finished his talk. Players come into the field. No subs made in that first quarter break. Still the starting lineup of Will Day and Benas Maldutis at the guards. Hector Imotowoju and Miles Folletti at the forwards positions. Jaden Weiss-Malcolm at centre. The second quarter. Indoor still. unused for Teesside Lions. Oxford's on the break. They are playing some offence. Playing against Will Day, and a travel call against Oxford Hoops. Their first possession of the half does not go for them. Inbound play from Will Day. Ben Sedgwick into possession. Hector Motowoju to Jaden Weiss-Malcolm. Folletti in the corner, and he gets it to go. He shouts to the crowd, relieving some of the early frustrations from the Teesside Lions. He cut the lead to 10 points. Oxford Hoops in possession. An ISO play, gets a three, but bounced off the front iron. Hector Motowoju on the rebound. He drives out to Will Day, into Jaden Weiss-Malcolm, goes up, and his layup goes. Fourth point of the game for Jaden Weiss-Malcolm. The crowd's ours. Four-0 run for Teesside Lions in this one. And another stop from Teesside Lions. Momentum in this second quarter. Can Teesside Lions continue this run and eat into the deficit? Will Day in the corner. He drives. 2 miles 40 with space. Oh, and he can't get it to go. He smacks his hands in frustration. Up on the next play. See points for the Teesside Lions. Hoops on the left-hand side. He drives into the middle. And an open shot for Oxford Hoops. Oxford Hoops getting their first point of the quarter. Drive from Motowoju out of Miles Folletti. Ben Sedgwick from the top of the key. And he makes most of the open space. He gets his three-pointer to go. 7 points behind. Oxford Hoops, they set up their possession. Out to the left outside. Up against Ben Sedgwick. He drives to the corner. That's some good space from the Oxford Hoops. But it is bounced out. Rebound Will Day. Weiss-Malcolm. He drives to the left. Will Day. Miles Folletti to Ben Sedgwick in the post. Will Day. Motowoju splits 2 defenders. He goes for the flashy pass, but it does not go. He goes for a flashy pass to Jaden Weiss-Malcolm, but it does not go. What has the call been here? It is an inbound play for the Teesside Lions. Out to Miles Folletti on the 3-point line. He drives. Looks for Radchenko, who's just been subbed in. And the shot clock has run out for the Teesside Lions. Not able to get a shot off in time on that one. Still 24-17 in this one. Oxford Hoops on attack up against Ben Sedgwick. Up against Will Day in the post. Jaden Weiss-Malcolm following. But in the post, he gets the shot to go. Hit to Will Day. Into Weiss-Malcolm. Will Day. Radchenko. Folletti in the corner. And it bounced off the inside, but Folletti almost gets the rebound, but Oxford retain possessions. Maldutis goes for the steal, but well protected by the Oxford Hoops player. Out to the right-hand side from Oxford Hoops. He isolates up against Jaden Weiss-Malcolm, turns, but great block from Weiss-Malcolm. And Teesside Lions are on the break. Bounce pass to Ben Sedgwick, goes too high. Oxford Hoops get the rebound. Physical defense from Weiss-Malcolm. And a call's been given by the refs. And Teesside Lions have got possession. Jaden Weiss-Malcolm forcing a charge. The young 16-year-old playing with a lot of passion so far in this one. Ben Sedgwick to Will Day. into Radchenko, to Maldutis, into Fletti, Weiss Malcolm, and Weiss Malcolm does not get the shot to go, but he gets free throws. The young player, Weiss Malcolm, coming of age in this one. Said by the in-game commentator, Jaden Weiss Malcolm seems to be providing the spark. The young man leading Teesside Lions to closing the deficit on Oxford Hoops. Does not get any of his free throws to go though. Oxford Hoops in possession. Layoff on the perimeter against Miles Folletti. He drives the layup and he's able to get past Miles Folletti. Benas Maldutis in possession. Hits it out to Radchenko on the left. Will Day. Maldutis. Will Day. Folletti in the corner. He shoots with 2 men on him. 2 men does not matter. 3-point shot goes in for Teesside Lions. Loss of possession. And some good defense from Benas Maldutis forces the turnover. Teesside Lions get the inbound play. Referee speaks to the Oxford Hoops coach there. Possibly for dissent reasons, but nothing's been given against him. Benas Maldutis for the inbound play. Into Jaden Weiss Malcolm. Miles Folletti, he drives. Puts some good defense. He turns. Wilder outside, doesn't take it. To Radchenko. Mid-range. But off the front iron. Weiss Malcolm with another rebound. Maldutis. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Wilder. Miles Folletti. Doesn't get it to go. Maldutis on the rebound. And he gets the layup. A lot more competitive in this quarter. Teesside Lions, with 5 minutes left, have already surpassed their amount of points that they achieved in the whole of the first quarter. Oxford Hoops on the attack. He spins. Some call here by the refs. What has been given? And it's been given free throws. It appears. A frustrating hit to the momentum of the Teesside Lions then, with some easy opportunities. And here it is, Undor. He's strapped and ready, and he's sat in the sub area. He's been brought on for Jaden Weiss Malcolm. Sure if Teesside Lions will be lacking in a true centre with that change, but we're great to see what Indoor does. Was the first play was an inbound play. And now the second foul from Teesside Lions leads to free throws. First shot off the front iron. The atmosphere of the Teesside Lions gets the better of Oxford Hoops there, but on this second attempt, he gets it to go. Undor to inbound. To Zach Missouri. To Miles Folletti. Missouri again. To Undor. To Benas Maldutis. Missouri behind the back. To Miles Folletti for three. And he goes! 29-25 to Oxford Hoops in this one. Just 4 points in this one. And the call's been given by the ref. It's been given against the Lions. but it's just an inbound play here for Oxford Hoops. Up against Undor in the post, but he managed to get past, and 2 points and 3 throws. Six-point lead for Oxford Hoops, going up to 31 points, and the chance for a 3-point play. Can the pressure affect the play? Nope, the pressure does not affect him. He gets the free throw to go. Zach Missouri in possession. Out to Benas Maldutis. Zach Missouri. And Dorf for 3. Bounces out. Call here. It is Oxford Hoops in their own half. Long play, but it goes for them in the post against Undor. He spins, he gets some good position. And the same player, 33. He finds success into Undor. He taunts him with the too little gesture. Free throws again. Perhaps the Teesside Lions struggling to defend the post in the absence of Wise Malcolm and Adani on the bench. Offensive rebound, but a steal's made. Undor on the break into Zach Missouri, bounces out. Defensive rebound from Oxford Hoops. And from 33 from Oxford Hoops again. He finds space inside and gets free throws. Looks like Adani will be brought it on, try to add a bit more staunch to the post defense of the Teesside Lions. But a timeout has been called. Teesside Lions much improved in this second quarter. 16 points already in this second quarter. And just a 9-point gap in this one. It's like the timeouts are coming out to an end here. It looks like Adani will be brought on for the Lions, what it appeared to be at the start of the timeout. But we'll wait and see if that change will be continued. And it does appear to be so. And it is Maldutis who will like it'll be Radchenko who's had to make way for Adani. First free throw goes for Oxford Hoops. A delay in play here. A bit of confusion here from both sides. the issues resolved. Matt Artendor to inbound to Zach Missouri. Missouri to bring it up the court. Into Matt Artendor. Into Zach Missouri. Matt Artendor for three. But his bounces out. Adeni almost gets the offensive rebound, but Oxford Hoops tip it and retain possession. Player finds space inside. Rebound again. Button-Door. He tips it to his teammate. Missouri on the break. Matt Artendor. Matt Artendor. He drives to Zach Missouri. Into offensive rebound by Adeni. Benas Maldutis for three, and he gets it to go. Just a 7-point deficit in this one. Oxford Hoops up 35-28. Hoops, they set up a play in the middle. Spin move. Out to the corner for three. Bounces. Bounce again. Two bounces. A tip. And Oxford Hoops retain possession. A drive up against Zach Missouri. Missouri closing on the space. Well, up against Adeni. Mid-range shot bounces and gets it to go. And Renshaw having a good display against Teesside Lions so far. Getting those points inside. A stoppage here from the referees over one of the Oxford Hoops players. And a substitution's been made for Oxford Hoops and Teesside Lions to inbound. Matt Artendor to Zach Missouri. Brings the ball up to Matt Artendor. Zach Missouri. He drives. Kicked out to Matt Artendor on the three-point line. And he gets his 3 points in his home debut. Matt Artendor endears himself to the Teesside Lions by getting his first points at the Olympia Stadium. Now he's up in the post. Gets his hands on the ball, active hands, but does not able to get possession. It's KG, and a steal attempt from Matt Artendor does not go. And a layup goes for Oxford Hoops, and it is free throws. And for the 3-point play, and they make it a 9-point lead for Oxford Hoops. Matt Artendor for Missouri, but interception. Layup. And that is unfortunate. Teesside Lions went asleep on that possession. Maybe something that will frustrate the coach, Bojev. Benas Maldutis on the perimeter. And intercepted for the layup. Doesn't go, offensive rebound. Bounces. But Matt Artendor gets the defensive rebound. Oxford Hoops forcing some turnovers there. Some subs here. Matt Artendor coming off here. And Charlie Smythe coming on to replace him. Benas Maldutis into Zach Missouri. He drives. It's out of Benas Maldutis on the outside. 3-point shot. Yahtzee. He gets it to go. Physical defense for Benas Maldutis. And in the accumulation of fouls, it is automatically free throws for Oxford Hoops. Not good for the Teesside Lions. This is would be some very easy opportunities to rack up some points for Oxford Hoops. First shot after a significant number of bounces, unfortunately goes in for Oxford Hoops. Second attempt. The Lions crowd attempts to put him off on his second attempt. Bounces and goes. 2 for 2 for the line for Oxford Hoops. stoppage in play from the referee there. The sub there, AJ Harris for Benas Maldutis. Zach Missouri to Miles Folletti. Back to Zach Missouri. Back to Miles Folletti for three. And bounces out, unfortunately. It's on the break to the corner. Miles Folletti jumps, but doesn't come. In the inside, Adeni up against them. Zach Missouri in contest. But the turnaround shot goes for Oxford Hoops. His name is Renshaw Jr. He's been a thorn in the side for Teesside Lions so far in this one. Bounce pass to Missouri. Adeni inside. And he gets free throws for Adeni. 14 seconds left in this second quarter. Half-time approaching. The shot bounces out on the first attempt. Second attempt here from Emmanuel Adeni. Bounces, doesn't go. Defensive rebound. Drives, bounce pass, and it's a block from Adeni. Charlie Smythe attempts their full court shot, but does not find the net. Oxford Hoops leave 46-34. Teesside Lions managed to increase their output in that second quarter, much better than the first quarter. Just 9 points in that first quarter, but they managed 25 in the second. But unfortunately for the Teesside Lions, Oxford Hoops also increased their production, going from 22 points to 24. Hopefully the 12-point deficit in this one is not too much for either side, for the Teesside Lions side to come back from. And we'll pick back up into the third quarter. Hopefully Teesside Lions can come back and get their first win of the season. Teesside Lions warming up here ahead of the start of the second half. The refs have just blown for the warm-ups to come to an end as we enter the second half of this fixture. Oxford Hoops currently leading against Teesside Lions, but still the second half to play. Down by 8 into the second half, but after being 13 points down in the first quarter, 9-22, the Teesside Lions have changed that 13-point deficit to 8 in just one quarter. So hopefully another half of basketball can see them fully come back and take home their first home of the season in front of their home fans. Up for the next game. I think at home again next week on next Saturday, the Teesside Lions. In the second quarter, both sides having conversation in the team. Actually, Oxford Hoops brought a very small roster for this one, only 8 players, but as a squad, the coaching staff are getting a lot out of them. Got 46 points out of them in that first half. As I mentioned before, big commute from Oxford Hoops, having to make the way up all the way up from London to Teesside, but it'd be totally unaffected by the long commute. Surely be a long trip back down to London tonight, but for Teesside Lions, they'll be hoping they'll be sending them back with a loss, but we'll have to see what happens in this second half. Zach Missouri to Foyntan Rogers. Miles Fletty outside, he drives, mid-range shot, and he gets it to go. A positive start for Teesside in this second half. Miles Fletty's getting the mid-range shot. In the post against Adonai Wilday, putting pressure, but he provides a pass to a cutting Oxford Hoops player who gets a shot off, but it bounces out. Missouri outside. Will Day to Foyntan Rogers outside, who drives, finds Will Day to Miles Folletti for 3, but he is blocked. A ref's been called there. Oxford player and Emmanuel Adeni come together. What call's been given? It looks like it's an inbound play for Oxford Hoops against the Teesside Lions. Teesside Lions getting into their defensive positions. Some pressure on the inbound, but Oxford Hoops managed to find their players. Missouri almost getting the steal, but well protected. Drive and kick, but it does not go for Oxford Hoops. Miles Folletti on the break. He goes to the middle. Oh, he drives through, but his shot just falls short. Oxford Hoops on the breaks, takes out Missouri, and a 2-point shot on the free throw. Serge Bourget visually throws his head back in frustration there. Frustrated that his side have conceded. And over. The referee's allowing him to go to the free throw line, and he gets the free throw to go. Zach Missouri brings the ball for Teesside Lions into Will Day. He fakes the pass to Missouri into Folletti. Adenine on the rebound. And what's been given there? Is it a jump ball potentially, or? No, it does not appear a jump ball has been given. It is in fact a foul inbound. Oxford Hoops on the break. Potentially a quick pass to the hoop, but it's not taken. Kicked out. Will Day almost gets to it. It's a fumbled. Will Day. Some great hustle there. Adenine. Will he go for the dunk? He does. Oh, takes a nasty fall on the way back, but a triumphant dunk there for Adenine on the break. Fantastic hustle there by Will Day. He sees the lead cut to 11 points. Kick out from a spin move. A drive against Fletty. Turnaround spin move, hits the front thing. A tip, but Teesside Lions get the ball back. Good drive by Fletty. Euro step into kick to Foyntan. Foyntan, Euro step, bounce. Oh! It seemed to fall out in slow motion there. Unfortunate from Foyntan Rogers, getting himself into a good position. Some fancy Euro steps there from the Teesside Lions. Oh, foul call here. What's been given by the referees? All the officials discussing the call with each other here. Let's see what has been given. It was an inbound play to the post, so it's not totally clear about if offensively and defensively this call's been given. It's been given as a foul against the Lions, but no free throws, just an inbound play. Oxford's been inbound. Shot clock here, 10 seconds left. 3-point shot from Oxford Hoops. Bounces out, offensive rebound. Adeni contests it. He keeps the ball. Blocked from Adeni. But 9 seconds left on the top spot. Good pressure for the Teesside Lions. Steal from Missouri. Folletti on the break, but good pressure on. Block for Oxford Hoops. Folletti is unfortunately blocked. Oh, Will Day almost getting the steal there, but the Oxford player gets away, and he gets to the line for 3 throws. .11 lead for Oxford Hoops here, 49-38. And Wise Malcolm has been subbed in for Adeni. Oxford Hoops at the free throw line. First shot goes. A swish there from the Oxford Hoops player. Second attempt goes again. 13-point lead for Oxford Hoops in this one. They've started the quarter very well. Will Day to Fontaine Rogers. He drives, turns back around. To Miles Folletti. To Zach Missouri, who drives. Fontaine Rogers. Will Day on the mid-range. Go. It would be a shot clock. The shot clock sounded incorrectly there, but Oxford Hoops for 21 seconds, get an inbound. Inbound the play. Point guard receives it at the top of the key. Drives out for a mid-range shot, and he gets it to go. A great mid-range shot there from Oxford Hoops. 53-38. Impressive third quarter from Oxford Hoops in this one. Like Missouri, Fontaine Rogers looks for the 3, but good pressure there. Wise Malcolm, Fontaine Rogers for 3, and it goes. The lead down to 12 against Oxford Hoops. Impressive 3-point shot from Fontaine Rogers there. Oxford Hoops on the attack. Will Day up against the possession. He drives. Missouri goes for the steal. They'll get it. Puts it in the post. And a fumble from Oxford Hoops. Will Day to Miles Folletti. He gets him jumping and steps through him and gets the layup. Back-to-back points here from Teesside Lions. 53-43. In the way of the Lions. The Oxford Hoops player, he seemed to fall over. Ball came out of his hands from pressure from Missouri. So what? We'll wait to see what call has been given. It's an inbound play for Oxford Hoops. Inbound play. Wise Malcolm gets a touch. And it's been deemed as Teesside Lions ball. They get the stop on that possession. And they bring the ball forward. Zach Missouri to Folletti to Will Day. Back to Missouri. Rogers back to Missouri at the top of the key. Will Day on the outside. He drives. Kick out to Missouri. Missouri drives. Wise Malcolm close. But that is a very impressive block against the tall and imposing Wise Malcolm. 3 seconds. And a brilliant 3-point shot from Missouri. Deep with the shot clock winding down. He gets the 3-point shot to go. Does the iconic hand in the air gesture. It's been given here. Spin move in the post. And a call's being given. It appears to be free throws from Oxford Hoops. Oh no, it's been given as a foul, but it has not led to free throws. I stand corrected. A stop in possession here, a bit of... Oh no, it's not. It was initially given as an inbound play, but it's been stopped and it is now free throws. It's a bit of confusion there. First free throw goes for Oxford Hoops. Next free throw attempt. Off the front iron. Miles Folletti rebound. Miles Folletti on the drive. Ooh, almost a backcourt from that Fulton Rogers pass, but he keeps possession out to Will Day. Zach Missouri on the drive to Weiss Malcolm in close, but another impressive block from Oxford Hoops against a man much less tall than Weiss Malcolm. Managed to get the block against him. Unfortunately for Teesside Lions. 5 seconds left on the shot clock for Oxford Hoops. Has to get a shot up here. Kick out. Buzzer beater. Oh, but that is a good offensive rebound and tip-in play for Oxford Hoops right at the end of the play. Miles Folletti on the drive. Plays Weiss Malcolm. But it looks like to be free throws for Miles Folletti after that physical defense played against him. Oh, I stand corrected. It's an inbound play. Foul to inbound play. Will Day to Fontaine Rogers. To Missouri. His three-point attempt bounces out. Oxford Hoops on the break. The point guard, he dishes to their centre, but it bounces out from Teesside Lions. Pressure. Ball's rolling. And two Teesside Lions player dive for possession. And is led to an inbound play for Teesside Lions. Will Day brings the ball up for Teesside Lions. Into Zach Missouri. Fontaine Rogers. Will Day outside. Zach Missouri on the drive out to Will Day on the wing. And he is fouled on that possession. Was being given. And it will be for 3 throws. As if anyone understands the rule of basketball, in the middle of a 3-point shooting motion is the best place to get fouled, and he'll have 3 attempts, a chance to turn the 10-point deficit into a 7-point deficit for Will Day. First attempt at the line goes for Will Day. His second attempt at the line goes. And a third attempt for Will Day. And it goes. Will Day going 3 for 3 from the line there. Oxford Hoops on the break. Will Day play some physical defense? Oxford Hoops play it around their drive to the right hand side against Zach Missouri. Oh, and a steal from Missouri. Will Day on the drive into Missouri. And Missouri gets the shot and free throws. He gets the crowd on his feet with that one. Cuts the deficit down to 5 points. And could potentially get down to 4 points. Some real momentum here for Teesside Lions. Zach Missouri at the line. He takes a deep breath. Missouri. And it goes. And it is a 2-possession game. A great run for Teesside Lions here. Crowd is getting exciting, potentially seeing touch wood, potentially seeing their first win of the season. But, oh, that is heart-wrenching. A brilliant three-point shot from Oxford Hoops. Commentators curse. Will Day on the outside into Zach Missouri. Back out to Will Day for three. And he gets it to go. The Teesside Lions triumphantly respond. Both sides going three-point shot for three-point shot. Out to the corner for three. Oh! Oxford Hoops are on fire just as the Teesside Lions come close to them. A steal from Oxford Hoops, but it goes out of bounds. And the Teesside Lions, which I say, Will Day with a good chance outside. He goes for it. Doesn't go. And with some pressure from Wise Malcolm, he forces an inbound play. Oh, it's not just... Oh, it's been given... It's not just been given as... it's been given as a team foul against Oxford Hoops. Chance at the free throw line. Zach Missouri is free throw. Bounces out. A bit frustrated with that one, but Teesside Lions keep possession here. And continue to ride the momentum as they close in on Oxford Hoops. Maybe with a small roster fatigue setting in for Oxford Hoops, hopefully they can capitalise. Fletty for three. But he does not go for him. Comes off the backboard. Oxford Hoops on the drive. Up against Missouri. Into the corner. Good space for him there. And it goes for three. A ridiculous run from Oxford Hoops as they seemingly look unstoppable on their open threes. Missouri. Folletti cannot get his shot to go inside. Oxford Hoops on the break for three. Oh, relief. There was not 4 for 4 there from the Oxford Hoops. An amazing run from the Oxford Hoops. And Watamoju on the break. He almost gets the layup to go, but it doesn't quite go. Oxford Hoops on the break. Some physical play. But it has been given as a charge and a stop for the Teesside Lions. Oxford Hoops point guard protests the play, but to no avail. Teesside Lions to inbound the ball. Zach Missouri subbed off for Ben Sedgwick. Will Day to Miles Folletti. Into Motowoju. Folletti. Day. He drives. Out to Motowoju for three. And he gets it to go. 7-point game. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Oxford Hoops, they put it in their point guard's hands. He drives left, drives middle, out to the side. And it comes off the front iron, but they manage to get the rebound. Spin move. And it's been given as another offensive foul against Oxford Hoops. Miles Folletti to inbound for Teesside Lions. 13 seconds left in this third quarter. Benas Maldutis into Motowoju. Will Day. Benas Maldutis, top of the key. Dribbles, not a lot of time left. Motowoju for three. And he gets it to go! The crowd erupts. Just 4 seconds. No, sorry, 4 points left in this game. Teesside Lions Teesside Lions claw back some of the lead, just 4 points in between the sides. The Teesside Lions with a squad of 5. 13 players. So 13 players for Teesside Lions. Unlucky for some, but will that level of depth against Oxford Hoops is 7. Well, in this fourth quarter, will that fatigue make a big difference at the end of this fourth quarter? Ben Sedgwick, Miles Folletti, Will Day, Hector Amotawoju, and Jaden Wise-Malcolm starting in this fourth quarter. Lions to play. Oxford Hoops had the first possession. A Lions crowd excited here. The atmosphere is palpable. Oxford Hoops on the drive. A foul play against Teesside Lions. Oxford Hoops in possession. Played over the top, it's good space, and they get the points. 67-61, Oxford Hoops in this one. Will Day in possession. Ben Sedgwick, Hector Amotawoju, Miles Folletti. He drives out to Ben Sedgwick from the corner. Bounce, 2 bounces, but does not fall for the Teesside Lions. The point guard on Oxford Hoops. He drives. Good chance. On a 4-0 run to start this fourth quarter. Not what the Teesside Lions would have wanted, as they look to be able to pip the Oxford Hoops in this one. Deflection leading to an inbound for Teesside Lions here. Amotawoju in possession to Will Day. Amotawoju, Ben Sedgwick pump fakes to Will Day near the free throw line. He goes for the mid-range shot, but it just spins out. Oxford for the drive up against Amotawoju, and it's been given as a charge. Was a good layup there from the Oxford Hoops player, but does not count because of the charge call. Ben Sedgwick to inbound the ball to Will Day. Will Day in possession. Amotawoju pump fakes, drives, goes for the layup, and it gets it to go. 69-63 to Oxford Hoops in this one. Will Day up against Oxford Hoops point guard. They play it in the post against Wise-Malcolm. Good defender from Wise-Malcolm. Chance outside, but a good close up from Will Day. They go for 3 in the corner. Comes off the back iron. Good defense there from Teesside Lions. Will Day in possession. Ben Sedgwick. Good play for the mid-range, but cannot go. But a great tip from Jaden Wise-Malcolm to Miles Folletti for 3. Bounces out. 2 chances to score there, but unfortunately Teesside Lions cannot take him. Some really tricky work from the point guard for Oxford Hoops, but it leads to a turnover. Intercepting his pass, Miles Folletti to Ben Sedgwick to Wise-Malcolm inside. And it's impressive athleticism from Wise-Malcolm. Going for the dunk attempt, but some good blocking there. They're setting a screen against Ben Sedgwick, but the screen has been deemed as illegal. Teesside Lions possession. And it's been given as, now it's a timeout for Teesside Lions. So unfortunately, 3 minutes there. 4-point deficit has grown to 6 points, but still 7 points left in this quarter. But if they can push the tempo against this small Oxford Hoops team, they can get a win in front of the Teesside Lions fans. Awesome subs here. Jaden Wise-Malcolm brought off for Emmanuel Adeni, and Charlie Smythe brought on for Benas Maldutis. Sorry, Charlie Smythe brought on for Will Day. Correct, I stand corrected. Benas Maldutis inbounds to Zach Missouri. A pass to Benas Maldutis. He wasn't expected from Missouri, but managed to keep it quickly enough to keep it in play. Hector Motowoju on the drive. It's Charlie Smythe on the outside. He finds a space inside, but it has been given as a travel against Charlie Smythe on his drive there. Oxford Hoops in possession. Full court pressure from Teesside Lions, but Oxford Hoops find a way out. And from Oxford Hoops, on his crossover move, he loses possession. Turnover for Teesside Lions. 6 minutes 53 left in this third quarter. Hector Motowoju, Zach Missouri, Charlie Smythe, Benas Maldutis, and a travel call against the Teesside Lions. Unfortunate time to get a turnover in this fourth quarter. Oxford Hoops to inbound. Oxford Hoops in possession. Point guard brings the ball up. Awesome, good ball handling there in from pressure from Motowoju. Gets it close. And it's a foul against Teesside Lions, but it's not like a free throws. It's an inbound play here. Out to the corner. Into the post, he spins again, inside, and unfortunately it goes for Oxford Hoops. Maldutis into Charlie Smythe. Back to Hector Motowoju. He goes for the layup, and doesn't get it to go. Adneen on the rebound, 2 rebounds, and on the second rebound, he gets it to go. 71-65 in this one. Point guard for Oxford Hoops brings it out. Drive from Oxford Hoops, but good defense from Hector Motowoju for 3 off the front iron. Zach Missouri on the break to Charlie Smythe inside. Oh, but does not get it to go. Zach Missouri tries to play some defense in there, but leads to a foul. It's been given as a technical foul by the referee. I think some of the fans in the crowd asking for the reintroduction of young prodigy Jaden Wise-Malcolm into the game, but like it's fallen on deaf ears of Bojev as he's still firmly sat on the bench. Technical fouling, a free throw, and that is made by Oxford Hoops. Extend their lead to 7 points. Inbound play now in their own half for Oxford Hoops. Hoops. Oh, he almost gets the steal. But it's good defending from Oxford Hoops. And Benas Maldutis, he manages to deflect the ball, but is not able to get hold of possession. Inbound play for Oxford Hoops. Outside on the perimeter, it's played into the post. Some good defending from Adenine. And Benas Maldutis with the steal on the break. He got a chance and he gets it to go. Could have potentially been a 3-point play, but regardless, Benas Maldutis gets the layup to go. 5 points in this one. The point guard has it at the top of the key, plays it inside, finds the man, Robinson, but he loses possession. And it goes out of play. Some good pressure from Teesside Lions, forces the turnover. Inbound play. Miles Folletti being subbed on here for Benas Maldutis. Teesside Lions hoping to capitalise on tired legs here. There's 5 points in this one. Charlie Smythe, Hector Motowoju on the drive. Bounces and goes! 3-point game, just 40 seconds left in this game. Charlie Smythe with the steal. Can he get it? He can't get it. Good steal from Charlie Smythe. But unfortunately it goes out. Teesside Lions in touching distance of Oxford Hoops late in this game. And a sub here for Oxford Hoops. Inbound play for Oxford Hoops. Teesside Lions in touching distance of Oxford Hoops here. And the pressure from Charlie Smythe leads to a turnover. Oxford Hoops spent too much time in their own half. Hector Motowoju to Zach Missouri. Can they have points and get the lead for the first chance of this game? Charlie Smythe and his 3-point shot bounces out. Break for Oxford Hoops. Oh, almost a steal for Teesside Lions. Drive here for Oxford Hoops. And he gets 2 free throws. Frustrating there from Teesside Lions. Robinson at the free throw line for Oxford Hoops. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in this one. Hoping for misses here. The Teesside Lions can take home the win. First free throw goes for Oxford Hoops. Pressure here from the crowd. Second free throw. Bounces. Motowoju on the rebound. Fast break. Missouri. Miles Folletti in the corner, but he's closely linked. He drives. He shoots. And he gets a foul, and he will get 2 free throws. A chance to close the lead from Miles Folletti, who's only a recent acquisition brought in from a team in Newcastle. And he gets his first free throw to go. Second free throw from Miles Folletti. Bounce, shot, and it goes. 2 for 2 for Miles Folletti. Ice in the veins in this business end of the game. Point guard bring it off Oxford Hoops. Charlie Smythe almost getting the steal. Good pressure from Charlie Smythe. It's been given as a foul. But that is free throws again Fortunately for Teesside Lions, an easy opportunity for Oxford Hoops to extend their lead at this late stage in the game. See if he can handle the pressure. And the first time the crowd wins for a second free throw. The pressure again, but he makes the second one. More towards you. Into Zach Missouri. Missouri brings up the ball for Teesside Lions here. Charlie Smythe on the wing. Back to Missouri. Back to Mouse Folletti. Missouri with 2 men on him. Back to Smythe, but draws pressure. Kick out to Missouri. Kick out to Moju, but bounces out. A chance to tie there for the Teesside Lions. Was not able to go. For Hoops, he dribbles behind the back. Into the post against Adenine. Crucial possession here. And good defending from Charlie Smythe. He gets the steal. Will Day is being subbed on for Omotowoju here. Will Day into Zach Missouri. Missouri drives, turns around, finds Will Day. To Miles Folletti, who drives, he shoots, doesn't get it to go, and defensive rebound for Oxford Hoops. They drive, some good ball handling there from Oxford Hoops. Some pressure from Charlie Smythe. He's screened away. Almost off possession there for Oxford Hoops. He dribbles against that Missouri. Some quite sufficient pressure. That Missouri seems like he looks thinking he should have got a charge call there, but he gets the 2-point shot to go. At a knee, and he gets it to go. 3-point game, 2 minutes 23 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Drive from Oxford Hoops. Let's get mid-range shot. Oh. Another great shot from Oxford Hoops late in this game. Charlie Smythe to Zach Missouri. To Smythe, to Day, who drives. Some pressure, and he gets free throws. Teesside Lions staying competitive late in this game. But time is running out to be able to get the lead. Oxford Hoops proving to be clutch late in this game. They seem to be getting timely possessions when the Teesside Lions get close. First free throw. Will Day gets it to go. Second free throw. And it goes. Clutch from Will Day as they keep within 3 points of Oxford Hoops. Smythe playing defense against their point guard. He turns to space, kick out to the wing, and a call here. It's been given as a turnover. Teesside Lions with the chance to tie here. Potentially even take the lead with a 4-point play. On 3 to tie, 4-point play for the win. Will Day to Charlie Smythe, to Zach Missouri, Miles Folletti, good close out from Oxford Hoops. He spins and gets a layup. 1-point margin. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Teesside Lions need the stop. They're almost all the way back. The dish out inside from Teesside Lions. Will Day, 5 seconds left. Have it in the post from 3 points. Block from Mouse Folletti. Will Day drives the ball. Mouse Folletti for 3. Goal! He gets it to go. Teesside Lions leading with 1 minute, 1 second left. And the crowd erupts. Teesside Lions, they may be in I am touching wood with this one. They may be in line for their first win of the season. They capitalise on how fatigued Oxford Hoops late in this game, but they need to play good defence. Have not had the lead all game, but when it matters, at the 1 minute 1 second mark, Teesside Lions lead. Miles Fletty with the clutch play. Time out here. All hinge on how the Teesside Lions play defence on this play. Lions, they come together. Final minute of the game. They've had a hard few months. Bad luck in the games. And the game's not finished. But they had the lead. 1 minute, 1 second left in this game. Defensive ending, quality defense as it gets late into this game. Oxford Hoops in the possession. That's a good 3-point look, but it bounces out. Adenine with the rebound. Zach Missouri. Will Day in possession. Some close defense to Zach Missouri. To Charlie Smouth out wide. Potentially had a 3-point chance there, but decides not to take it. Will Day. Zach Missouri. He drives to Miles Folletti, who can do it again, but no, it bounces out. 24 seconds left. A point there could have conceded. It's a drive from the Teesside Lions against the Teesside Lions for Oxford Hoops. But what's been given? It's been given as free throws. Some high pressure free throws from Oxford Hoops here. The crowd feeling the tension. The Lions need a miss here if they want to get the victory. But the first one, he gets it to go. 88 of 79 lead to Teesside. To the Lions. And he misses the second one, but no. Oh, the Oxford Hoops, they thought after one of their players was taken off their feet that they had the possession again, but no. Teesside Lions lead with the shot clock in their favour. But likely that they get a free throws possession. Coach Bojev gets out of play. Great situation to be in, having the lead with the last possession of the game. I think perhaps a bit lucky there that they did not concede further free throws on the way they got their rebound, but it doesn't matter. Teesside Lions leading. Chance to break the 10-game losing streak. Chance to get their first win of the season in front of their Olympia crowd. A chance of redemption for this Teesside Lions team. So many times this season they've come so close, so many possessions, just not going their way. Conceding free throws, shots bouncing out. Shots bouncing in for the opposition. But a spectacular offensive display for the Teesside Lions. A comeback for the Teesside Lions could potentially be on here. It's like with the end of the play, we'll see who is given the responsibility of these high pressure free throws. See. Will be, and it's been given to Will Day, the responsibility. But he's not been fouled. Almost a turnover play. But they keep possession. It's good for the Teesside Lions. They did not give away possession there. They just need to give the ball. They just need to put the ball in the hands of a good free throw shooter. And then they can get to the line. And Teesside Lions, they utilising a timeout late in this game. Deciding who wants the responsibility, who wants the pressure of the late game free throws, who can deliver the win to Teesside Lions. With no shot clock here, so all they have to do is keep hold of possession. But the Oxford Hoops aren't going to take that line down. They're going to want to take the Teesside Lions. They want to give a foul away from the Teesside Lions. Want to shoot their three throws and potentially sink a high pressure play. They're drawing up a play here, trying to make sure Teesside Lions play gets the ball in their hands. It's not intercepted. It truly is the business end of this game. They need to do is get the ball in the hands of a man they feel can deliver in this big moment. But they feel can sink the free throws at this late stage of the game. Who will carry the weight for Teesside Lions, and can they make sure that a Teesside hand gets hold of the ball? To Adeni, and he gets it to Missouri. Defensive pressure to Miles Fillet. Just keep hold of the possession, and it's a foul given away. 6 seconds left. Will Day to the line. High pressure situation, 1 point game, 6.2 seconds left. Will Day will want, for the Teesside Lions' sake, first free throw. And he gets it to go, comes off the front iron, but the bounce is on the side. Is the look with the Teesside Lions in this one. Opportunity to get to 3-point play that will massively benefit the Teesside and repress what they can do offensively. And he gets it to go. Best possible situation for Teesside Lions. 2 free throws made by Will Day, ice in the veins. And strange, not a timeout called here for Oxford Hoops unusually. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, chance, and it missed! Teesside Lions win! They win! 82-79! And the Teesside Lions see victory for the first time this season. They've battled hard. Or how have they battled hard? And an offensive showing for the Teesside Lions to see them secure their first win of the season. And that is a relief off the shoulders of the 13 players on that bench and coach Serge Borgev as they see victory and they bring victory to Teesside. He met there. The lack of players for Oxford Hoops, it seemed to play a factor as they seem to fatigue late in the game. But regardless of the circumstances, a win is a win for the Teesside Lions. And they get their first win of the season. So thank you for listening. I've been Ben Sedgwick with Teesside Ballers.